Welcome back to Prop and Seek. It's October 24th today, and we are back with our NBA Best Player Prop Bets of the Day for you guys. Do not forget to like, follow, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and all that other good stuff. All that is greatly appreciated. And today, what we have on the slate for you guys are 4 one-unit plays, and then we also have a long shot parlay that we're going to be announcing at the end of the video. So stick around for that. And just before we do jump into today's plays, let's recap yesterday real quick. So yesterday, we went 1-1 and we lost 0.06 units. So we basically just broke even yesterday. Our one loss of the day was Jusuf Nurkic to get a double-double. Unfortunately, he cleared the rebound line easy. I think he had 14 rebounds in that game, but he only had 6 points. So unfortunately, he didn't get that double-double for us yesterday. And the win of the day, which was Zion over 23.5 points. So he cleared that line easily. He actually ended up scoring 30. And that long shot parlay yesterday, it was very close. Jusuf Nurkic screwed us because Zion, he got the 30 points we needed. And then also Clint Capella got the double-double we needed. And if Jusuf Nurkic just had 4 more points, we would have hit that long shot of the day. But, oh well, let's move on to today and hopefully make some money today nonetheless. So let's just jump right into it with play number 1. That's going to be Paulo Caro over 17.5 points. That is minus 130 on DraftKings, and this is going to be a one-unit play. So Banchero's cleared this line in all 3 games so far this season with 23, 20, and 27 points. Now this is just another volume play. You guys can probably tell by now I like volume plays, and Paulo's taken 18, 18, and 19 field goal attempts in those first 3 games of the season. So he's also getting to the free throw line quite a bit as well, so you always like to see that. And also, matchup's pretty good too. The Knicks have struggled guarding wings. They rank 25th in points per game to opposing small forwards and 14th to opposing power forwards. So far this season, no, it's a small sample size, but they have been getting cooked out on the wing a bit from what we have seen so far. And this is just one of those bets where it's a die on that hill bet. If Paulo comes out tonight, and he takes another 18 to 20 shots like we expect him to, and he's not able to clear 17.5 for us, you just got to die on that hill and you got to live with those results. But that play, it should definitely hit more often than not. So I definitely like that is our play number 1 for today is Paulo Banchero over 17.5 points. Now, moving on to play number 2, we're going to have Jabari Smith over 19.5 points plus rebounds. That's minus 122 on FanDuel. This is also a one-unit play. So Jabari Smith, he started his career covering this line in 2 of 3 games with 24, 11, and 24 points plus rebounds. So again, this is just another volume play. And they're both of them rookie plays as well. They're volume plays. Jabari is averaging just over 15 field goal attempts per game so far this season, and he's cleared this line in 2 of 3 games this year despite shooting 30% from the field. So Jabari, he's been shooting the ball like absolute garbage so far, and he's still cleared this line in 2 of 3, so I got to take it there. And I have to trust that with his volume, he'll be able to have a good enough shooting night to clear this line for us. And there should be plenty of rebound opportunities today with 2 pretty sloppy offensive teams here. There should be a good amount of missed shots to go around. And Jabari has been eating on the glass for the most part. But, 19.5, I actually think Jabari, he could clear that line tonight for us in just points alone. So that's actually something I'll talk about in the long shot play later on a little bit. But that's going to be play number 2. Jabari Smith over 19.5 points plus rebounds. Now moving on to play number 3. We have Wendell Carter under 14.5 points. That's plus 105 on DraftKings. And this is going to be a one-unit play. So Carter went under this line in all 3 games against the Knicks last season with 10, 11, and 11 points in those 3 matchups. And for good reason, because the Knicks, they ranked 2nd in points per game to opposing centers last season and 1st so far this season. So again, I know it's a small sample size so far this season, but you have to look back to last season too. The Knicks were also one of the best teams in the league at guarding bigs. And, the Knicks are great at that. And unless Wendell Carter really gets a hot hand from deep and hits a few threes tonight, this under should be able to cash for us because they have good rim protection in Mitchell Robinson. And they should be able to guard the paint pretty well against Wendell tonight and keep him under this line. And we are getting it at plus money. So we have a really good matchup tonight at plus money. I'll take that all day. That's going to be play number 3, Wendell Carter under 14.5 points. Now moving on to our final play of the day. That one's going to be Joel Embiid over 41.5 points plus rebounds. That's minus 110 on DraftKings. And this is also just going to be another 1-unit play. So we're going back to the well on this one. We hit on Joel Embiid over in points plus rebounds against the San Antonio Spurs a couple nights ago. And this matchup, it feels pretty similar to that Spurs matchup the other night. And Embiid crushed this line in both games last year against the Pacers. I mean, last season against them, he had 61 and 58 points plus rebounds in those two matchups, because the Pacers ranked near the bottom in points and rebounds allowed to centers per game last season, and they're not really looking any better this season in that category, as they're ranking 22nd on points per game to opposing centers and 24th in rebounds per game to opposing centers as well. So another thing, right here I'm going to trust kind of a desperate Philadelphia 76ers team who started off the season 0-3. They lost to the Spurs. I mean, that's pretty embarrassing. And, in a desperate spot where they really need their first win of the season, I think who better to go to than Joel Embiid and just feed him in the post all day and let him dominate a team that really can't protect the rim very well. So hopefully they feed him up tonight. I like that. That's going to be the last play of the day. Joel Embiid over 41.5 points plus rebounds. Now, moving on to the long shot of the day. So this long shot today is going to be plus 2,854, and it is going to be Joel Embiid, 35 plus points, Jabari Smith, 15 plus points, and Paulo, Caro, 25 plus points. So with that, we're just basically going off of all of our plays today, and we're just putting them all in a little bit of a parlay there, adding a few points here and there to their total. But with all these matchups today, I think all 3 of these guys could even get over these lines on the long shot to be able to cash that first one of the season for us. So let's get that first long shot out of the way. We were close yesterday, and hopefully this one does it for us. But that is all I got for you guys today. We will be back tomorrow. Make sure you go follow us on Twitter just in case there are any added plays ever. You're not going to want to miss out on those. And make sure to subscribe, like, follow, comment, and all that stuff for us. All that's always appreciated. And we will see you back here tomorrow at Prop and Seek for tomorrow's best player prop bets.